This video is entitled My Opinion of Dr. Boyce Watkins. I like Boyce Watkins. He says some real shit sometimes. My problem with guys like Boyce Watkins is that intellectual black people who were like raised in white colleges and shit, and the problem with intellectual black people is that they intellectualize every fucking thing. They don't do anything else but intellectualize things. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do is talk about things, but they don't do anything. And the thing about intellectual motherfuckers too, black people, they wanna have a revolution without doing anything, without risking their lives and stuff. You know what I'm saying? and it's the dichotomy. It doesn't work that way. All revolutions are violent, you know. He's a smart guy. He sees what's going on. He talks about the prison industrial complex and what they are doing to destabilize the black community and the black family and things of that nature. All true. But it's like, what can you do about it? What are you going to do about it? What can you do about it? Another lecture, another sermon, things that we've been doing for decades that haven't gotten us anywhere. But I like Boyce. He's doing this, playing his part. But that's the problem I have with intellectuals, black intellectuals. We talk about it and talk 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 and talk. But the reality of, if you want a revolution, it's got to be violent. Blood has got to be shed. Heads got to roll. That's why the white man has an army. He understands that. See, the white man gets that the generals, the presidents, they'll be the talking heads. They'll intellectualize this shit. But they know on the ground floor, it's these other people, other guys, white guys, black guys too, who don't understand that stuff. Those are the people whose blood is going to get shed. Those are the people who are going to get their heads blown off and their legs blown off to maintain what America has set up. The president's not getting shot at. He's sitting in the White House talking about we're winning, egging on his troops. You know what I'm saying? It always trips me out, you know, back during the war in Iraq when Bush would come on and say, we're winning, we're fighting, we're this, we're that. At that time when he said the war is over, he said something like that. And it wasn't, you know, it was still a lot of Americans getting blown away and stuff. But that's what they do. Those guys are the talking heads. Those guys are the ones who want to egg it on and keep it going. People like Bill O'Reilly, you know, how they talk about like our troops are this, our troops are that. Don't ever disrespect our troops. You know, they say shit like that because the troops can't do no wrong because you want to keep the troops morale up so they can keep fighting, get their heads blown off. You know, to maintain the status quo. But that's what true revolution is, bloodshed. That's just real talk. Boyce is doing what he can do. Only another problem I have with Boyce is the fact that when we talk about black relationships and stuff like that, he always bring these black women on. Like I think one of them is African and shit, and they usually say the same shit. It's the same scenario they always say about black guys are the problem, or black women are winning and most educated. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit, man. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit, man. Black women are a big fucking problem, man. They are a huge problem. And nobody wants to acknowledge this shit. If you're a black man who wants a wife and a family of your own, not with women who have kids by other men and things of that nature, you're going to have a hard time finding that in the black woman. If you want a woman who's cooperative and things of that nature, you are going to have a hard time. And people like Boyce, and they don't want to acknowledge that.